I have this revolved surface, and I know that this is going to be a vase that holds my flowers. Revolved surface 1 is not a great name for it. I am going to call it vase 01 in case I need to make a second vase. I've also got this curve. The curve is called curve 1, and I'm going to rename that. We'll call it vase profile CRV for curve. A tricky thing is about to happen for you. And it's more of a tricky psychological thing than a tricky Maya thing. I've got this vase in the scene, and I don't really need it anymore, because I've got the vase. With the vase curve, if I move it, it adjusts the vase. If I rotate it, that adjusts the vase. If I scale it, that adjusts the vase. You will be strongly inclined to delete the curve. I don't want you to do that. Curves are very small, they don't take up any space in your scene, the only room that they're taking up is psychological. You probably spent some time drawing that curve and making sure it was really nice. Don't delete it. What if something terrible happens to your vase? What if you accidentally delete a face and you need to rebuild the vase? It's very easy to rerun the revolve. It's not so easy to redraw the curve. There are two things that you're going to do instead of deleting the curve. The first one is this. I have the vase selected. When I look at it in the channel box, it's got that polynormal. The polynormal is the effect of the mesh display reverse command. That's the thing that turned the vase right side out. I've got a NURBS tessellate. That's the thing that's giving me polygonal geometry instead of NURBS geometry. And finally, I've got the Revolve 1. The Revolve 1 is the thing that lets me change from cubic to linear. It's also the thing that connects the vase to the curve. What I want to do to prevent the curve from affecting the vase is I want to go to the Edit menu, and under Delete by Type, I'm going to remove the vase's history. That's going to clear out those three inputs. We'll go ahead, we'll run Edit, Delete by Type, History. And now you see I have no more inputs on the vase. By doing that, it allows me to take this curve, I can move it, nothing happens. I can rotate it, nothing happens. If, heaven forbid, I accidentally delete my vase, the curve is still here. I can run Revolve again and make a new vase. So you don't want to delete your vase, you want to delete your history. You should also do something to help prevent you looking at that curve and saying, ugh, there's this ugly curve in my scene. So I'm going to take my vase profile curve, I'm going to nest it inside a group. I'm doing this by pressing Ctrl G, but you can also go to Edit, Group, that will do the same thing. So now my vase profile curve is nested inside this group. I'm going to call the group Construction Objects. And that way if I have more curves later on in this scene, I can put them in there too. I'm going to take this group node and I'm going to turn its visibility off. That way when I don't need the curve, it will just sit here in this construction objects group. It will be completely invisible. If something catastrophic goes wrong with my scene later, I can just take that curve and rebuild as needed, and that will be just fine. So never delete your curves, delete your history, and keep your curves in a group that is turned off. That way your curves will be there if you need them, and you'll be able to access them later. In my next video, I'm going to start putting my flower together with the vase to make a nice composition. See you then.